Reno Omokri took to his Instagram account to post a purported email that was sent to him by Mr. P2B in 2018, and this is what he said. He said, "Please find attached an email sent to me by Peter Obi at 6:13 p.m. on Monday, October 8, 2018. 4 days after this email was sent, Peter Obi was announced as Waziri Atiku Abubakar's running mate on Friday, October 12, 2018. I am sure very reasonable and objective Nigerians can read this mail, follow the timeline and draw whatever inference they want. My only motive in publishing this evidence is to establish that I did not lie. I would not have considered publishing this email if a P2B surrogate had not called me a liar on a popular podcast. Everything I said during my interview is true and can be backed up with documentary evidence. If this email is fake or AI generated, then I challenge Mr. Obi to deny it, and I will publish even more damning evidence, although it is not my desire to do so. However, even if I am nothing, at least I am a meticulous record keeper. Thank you all, and may God bless Nigeria as well." Anytime I want to make a video about Reno Omokri, I will always say that I don't take that man serious. Reno Omokri is a complete nuisance and is not somebody you should take serious. It is said that silence is the best answer you give to a fool. That's the kind of treatment that Mr. Peter Obi is given to Reno Omokri and other traducers in the corridors of power. Traducers who are being employed and paid by the government to tarnish the image and reputation of Mr. Peter Obi. Peter Obi is a high-profile figure, and as a high-profile figure, he has always said that he doesn't respond to personal assistant, but he will only respond to presidential candidate. That's the reason why you have seen him, he hasn't responded to any of those APC attack dogs. But you will realize that these guys are not stopping, and they have continued in peddling lies against Mr. Peter Obi. One thing about lie is that when you keep telling it, it automatically becomes truth, because the people that keep hearing that lie, they will now believe that lie to be true. That is the mindset that these traducers are using. They believe that if they repeatedly say lies about Mr. Peter Obi, the people will eventually come to believe that lie. Let me give you some of the lies they are selling about Mr. Peter Obi. They are selling the lie that Mr. Peter Obi did not build a single school as a governor in Anambra State. That is a big lie. Mr. Peter Obi built schools from scratch in Anambra State. Mr. Peter Obi built nursing schools in Anambra State. Mr. Peter Obi built hospitals in Anambra State. And because there were thousands of abandoned schools in Anambra State, there was no need to go about building new schools. What Peter Obi did was to renovate all those existing schools and turn them to world-class facilities. That's the reason why Anambra State is leading in terms of education today. It was all because of what Mr. Peter Obi did. Just a few days ago, the deputy governor of Lagos State, Hamza, was even repeating the same thing, that Mr. Peter Obi did not build a single school as a governor in Anambra State. That's the lie they want to repeatedly be telling so that people can believe that Peter Obi did not build a single school. Imagine someone that has been going around the country donating his own personal money to schools and hospitals, did not build a school in Anambra State. Again, they've been selling the lie about Mr. Peter Obi and the Pandora paper. All that paper stated was Mr. Peter Obi avoiding tax, not a criminal offense. But Peter Obi has come out to clear the air regarding that. But they are repeatedly selling that lie as if Mr. Peter Obi committed drug-related offense. Mr. Peter Obi forged a certificate. I mean, we know who did that. Again, they are selling the lies that Peter Obi used Anambra State money to invest in his family business. That is another lie. There are so many lies they are telling about Mr. Peter Obi. All they want to do is to make that lie become true. And that is the job of Reno Omokri. Now, one of the lies that Reno Omokri has been peddling is that he was the one that packaged Mr. Peter Obi as VP to Atiku Abubakar.
I and Senator Ben Morebruce were responsible for Waziri Atiku Abubakar picking Peter Obi as his running mate.
In 2019,
we packaged Peter Obi. In this year, I will be with Peter Obi, packaging him, saying he was the next best thing after sliced bread. Why? I don't particularly like Peter Obi. The reason why I was doing that was because I was instructed by former President Jonathan that this is the man he wants. And I'm a loyal person. And because of my loyalty to former President Jonathan, don't forget, this is a man who wrote in his book that I am the most loyal person that was in his government. He came, he spent 10 days with me in California.
Sorry, Mr. Reno. Let's take it. Let's take it slow.
Step by step.
You said that former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan told you that it is Peter Obi he wants.
Waziri Atiku Abubakar called me and said I should headhunt a vice presidential candidate for him. Without telling Waziri Atiku Abubakar, as he dropped the phone, the next person I called was President Jonathan. And President Jonathan told me it is Peter Obi. I said, sir, if I just tell this man Peter Obi, wouldn't it be rude? Because he said headhunt. He says, okay, you know, Reno, you know how to do things. So what I did was I packaged everybody. I don't want to mention the names of some people, but one of the persons that I put is an international civil servant now. The other one is chairman of a bank. And so there were 3 of them. All of them, except the international civil servants, were sending me their CV. This Peter Obi that you see was sending, Reno, have you gotten the CV? Check now, refresh. This Peter Obi, he cannot.
Build up to 2019
The emails
elections.
are there. If he denies it, I will disgrace him.
You told him to send you his CV.
No, he was sending me, I did not tell him, he was sending me CV unsolicited.
But this is somebody who...
You can see the contradictory things that Reno Omokri said in that honest bunch. Well, I do not blame him. I blame the people that invited him because they don't have the mental capacity to drill him based on what he said. Number one, he said that Atiku Abubakar asked him to headhunt for a VP for him. And then Goodluck Ebele Jonathan told him that it is Peter Obi we want. Then he said that Peter Obi was calling him unsolicitedly to send his email to him, and Peter Obi was calling him, Reno, have you seen the email? Have you seen the email? Let us listen to what Atiku Abubakar said regarding the VP slot in 2019.
In 2019, when I won the ticket in Port Harcourt, and I came back here and then went straight to Abeokuta to meet my boss, President Obasanjo, and told him, Mr. President, I have got the ticket. So he asked me, he said, okay, from where is your running mate going to come from? I said, of course, it's either southeast or southwest. He said, no, leave southwest. Because I was there for 8 years. Go to southeast. I said, okay, sir. Do you have anybody in mind? He said, yes. The first person he suggested was Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. So I told him Ngozi was not a member of our party. I believe if I forward the name to the party, they will reject. I said, okay. He said, what about Soludo? I said, Soludo too was not a member of our party, so they will not accept. And I said, what about Peter Obi? I said, Peter Obi is a member of the party. He said, okay, take it. I said, okay, sir. So
that was it.
That was it. So I came back here in this very same building, very same room, and I summoned a meeting of the party leaders. Then I was cited by Uche Secondus and others, including Wike himself, Tambuwal. I remember there were about 7 of them. I said, look, I have been to my boss, and this is what he said. Do you have any objection? You are leaders of the party and also leaders of the governance forum. They said, no, we don't have objection. I said, okay, go and announce.
Nowhere in the statement did Atiku Abubakar mention Reno Omokri or Ben Mure Bruce that Reno Omokri mentioned. Reno Omokri is not only a charlatan, he's a nuisance. He's a fraudulent liar. And he has been shouting that he's going to review evidence against Mr. Peter Obi, that Mr. Peter Obi begged him to be chosen as a vice presidential candidate to Atiku Abubakar in 2019. And that was what he finally revealed. Unfortunately for him, what he revealed contradicts what he has been saying. Remember, he said Atiku Abubakar asked him to hunt for a VP candidate, and Goodluck Ebele Jonathan now recommended Peter Obi to him. In Goodluck Ebele Jonathan words, this is who we want. Remember, Peter Obi had previously worked with Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. Atiku Abubakar, the man in the center of all of this, was not even the one that recommended Mr. Peter Obi. He met with his former boss, Olusegun Obasanjo, and Olusegun Obasanjo recommended Mr. Peter Obi to Atiku Abubakar. In 2023, Olusegun Obasanjo single-handedly paraded Mr. Peter Obi as the best candidate to rule in this country. Reno Omokri has nothing to do with Mr. Peter Obi becoming the VP candidate in 2019. Peter Obi has already built his profile as one of the best politicians in the Southeast, but all he needed was just recommendation from people that has been there, and he got that recommendation from Olusegun Obasanjo. But Reno Omokri is mentioning Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. Like I said, I don't even like talking about Reno Omokri because he's a fraudulent liar. But we need to make this video in order to expose his fraudulent activities and his lies against Mr. Peter Obi. Because if he keeps saying these things against Mr. Peter Obi, some gullible ones will now believe it to be true. Now, even the email that he said that Mr. Peter Obi sent to him, that email should not even be taken as true. It should be taken with a pinch of salt. With the advent of AI, anything can be constructed, anything can be manufactured. And we all know how mischievous and slanderous that Reno Omokri is. He can manufacture that email and claim that Mr. Peter Obi sent it to him. And we all know that Mr. Peter Obi is not going to dignify Reno Omokri with a response. But let us admit that that email is real, that Mr. Peter Obi did send that email to Reno Omokri. There is only one explanation to all of this. Reno Omokri was working as a secretary to Atiku Abubakar. Should I say secretary? Secretary is a more dignified word. Reno Omokri was working maybe as a virtual assistant to Atiku Abubakar. Reno Omokri was the one that was arranging Atiku Abubakar's email. And that was the reason why Mr. Peter Obi sent that email to him. Remember, we are just assuming that this email is real. In this email, Mr. Peter Obi, in his usual manner, called Mr. Reno Omokri my brother. My brother. If you meet Mr. Peter Obi today, Mr. Peter Obi will call you my brother. That is a word he used in general to everyone. And he also thanked Reno Omokri for working to make Nigeria better. You can see that Mr. Peter Obi's dream of a better Nigeria did not start in 2023. It has begun way back. In the third paragraph, Mr. Peter Obi said, I have been directed by our Oga, and Reno Omokri blurred the name of the Oga, which I perceive might be Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, to send my resume to you. Kindly find attached. I tried calling you earlier, but to no avail. I can be reached on WhatsApp, this. Now, when you go back to the video that Reno Omokri was talking about Mr. Peter Obi, he said Mr. Peter Obi was calling him, Reno, have you received the email? Have you received the email? But this same mail stated that I have tried to reach you unsuccessfully. Again, the mail stated that I was directed by our Oga. Reno Omokri should reveal the name of that Oga that directed Obi to send this mail to him. So what this means is that Reno Omokri was just acting like a virtual assistant. He was acting like a PA to that Oga that directed Mr. Peter Obi to send that mail to Reno Omokri. That means Reno Omokri was just the one receiving emails. He was the one that was helping the Oga to arrange emails of the people he wants to use as VP. In the video we watch, Reno Omokri refused to mention other names alongside Mr. Peter Obi that were vying for that VP slot. He knows that if he mentioned those names, he will be further exposed. Atiku Abubakar has stated that only Mr. Peter Obi was recommended, and maybe in order to have the information of Mr. Peter Obi, Atiku Abubakar might not even know who Mr. Peter Obi is or was. Peter Obi only worked with Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. Atiku Abubakar might not know who Mr. Peter Obi is, and Olusegun Obasanjo had known Mr. Peter Obi right from his days when he was the president. So Atiku Abubakar just wanted the details of Mr. Peter Obi. That was the reason why Peter Obi had to send that CV to Reno Omokri, who stand as an intermediary between Atiku Abubakar and Mr. Peter Obi to receive an email. Now he's not turning himself to be the political strategist, the political genius, the Jagaban that helped Mr. Peter Obi to become a VP. What a lying bitch he is. A fraudulent nuisance, a political jobber. They say Omokri in Orobo language means small goat. Reno Omokri is nothing but a small useless goat. Calling him a small useless goat is an insult to a goat. He should not be taken serious. At all, he should not be taken serious. But one day, Reno Omokri activities will find him out. Because whatever he's doing, he will not go scot-free. He will definitely pay for everything he's doing to Mr. Peter Obi today. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.